All right, let's read a spill triangle. So we're going to look at this sample problem in the document, and then we'll work on one of the other practice ones. But first, we have a sample that is 65% sand. Let's use a color. So we're going to go to sand. We're going to go to 65%. Now, you have to pretend that sand is over here, and then use the horizontal percent line. So we're going to go, there's 60, there's 70, so 65 will be halfway in between. So this line here becomes our 65, because if we rotated sand over to the left, where clay is now, this is the line that would be the flat horizontal line. Personally, I like to start with clay and do sand last, but I did not make this document. So we know that whatever soil we have is going to be either sandy clay loam or sandy loam. It depends on the percent of the other two. So let's look. Our second line, we're going to have 27% clay. So we go to clay, there's 27%. Our previous line was this one. Now, two lines intersect, so we know that right here is our soil sample. But we can check using our percent silt just to see if we're right. Together, all three of the percents need to equal 100%, because 100% of our sample is going to be sand, silt, and clay. We know how much of it is sand, and we know how much of it is clay. So if we do that same thing and follow the line for silt, we should get 8%. So we'll come over here to 8%. There we go. Kind of like in math, how 2 points make a line, but 3 points proves it. That's what you can do here. One intersection of these two lines will show you where it is, but if you can get the third line to intersect at the same point, then you know you are correct. Our soil is sandy clay loam. So over here, let's write it down. We had percent sand was 65, silt was 8, clay was 27. We had sandy clay loam. Now, this final column, we're going to put the properties. So we have to find and mix it here. We have sand, clay, and loam. So we'd use these categories, and you would rank it. Now, sandy clay loam is a little difficult because it's made of almost all of them, so we're not going to worry about that one. All right, let's do a practice one. We'll do B, and I like to start with clay. I just do. So I'm going to clear all this. Start again. Okay, so my percent clay, 7%. 7. That's about 7-ish. Then 83% silt. So come over here to silt and go 83. Alright, so I probably have silt as my soil type, but we're going to check sand just to be sure. I should have 10% sand. So if I come over here, 10% is easy, it's right on that line. Oh, look at that. All three intersect in this same point. I do in fact have silt. So my texture name, silt. And then write down the properties of it based on that table down there. Not too bad.